Oh, hi, Mark. Hello? Wait, let me put on some BGM. Oh, that's too much BGM. There we go. Hopefully this is good. Oh god, I hate sound mixing. Anyways, hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, everyone. Welcome back to MrBlurry's. Oh god, this doesn't sound nice at all. Just to let everyone know, I've got a new, well, not new audio setup, but I've kind of like, oh, I don't like that. I've got a new, like, wait, can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear the difference? But no, it's not a new mic. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if there is a difference actually. But I've got a new, like, I've configured my audio a little better now. So it's a bit quieter and definitely more bassy. Oh wait, actually let me, there, oh, okay, there, hopefully, there, okay. I think I fixed it. Actually, let me turn that down. So basically, I was fidgeting with my mixer recently, because I was doing a project which needed me to mess with the audio. So yeah, I was fiddling with my mixer. Before that, first of all, Psycho Fiend, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome. Hopefully you've got a nice day. And if you didn't, hopefully I can take your mind off things every once in a while. Sounds clearer now? Okay, that is good. A bit more basic. Okay. Omega, he turned down the gain to scream a lot. Yeah, hopefully, because I've realized I peak quite a lot during games. So hopefully, I can, you know, kind of manage that a little bit. I don't know... Wait... Okay, okay, that should be fine. I've also got this thing where I can hear myself now, which is really weird, because I am not used to hearing my own voice while I'm talking. It's kind of weird. Give me a second, actually. Haha. I thought I was prepared and... Oh, wait. Okay. I've stood up. Give me a second. I'm just doing something on the other side of the room. Don't mind me. I'm back. Okay. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh god, I've got so much to talk about. Oh my god, he turned down the gain to scream a lot. Blurry, hello, Key. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Have a good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And I already said that. And if you're not having such a good day, then hopefully I can take your mind off things for a little bit. A mic monitoring. Yeah, I can stream without it. I can't stream with it. But I'm gonna have to start dealing with it now because oh, actually, I can just wait. Can you guys? Okay, you guys. I think you guys can still hear me. Like, actually, let me turn myself down a bit. I think you guys. Can you guys still hear me right now? I can't hear myself. I think I've just turned down the monitoring. Oh Jesus. Okay, but yeah. Okay, it's good. I've configured it to a point where it's semi-working and I can make myself shut up to my own ears if I want to. But yeah. So basically what I did was, instead of plugging my headset to the computer, I plugged it to my mixer, and then I'm routing everything. I'm routing all the information from, like, the audio from the computer into the mixer, and then the mixer to the headset, instead of just putting the information on the computer to the headset directly. So I've got a bunch more. I don't know about options, but I can hear myself and do a bunch of weird things anymore. I don't know whether this was a thing before. I know that sometimes you could hear it, sometimes you can't, but you should be able to hear stuff like this now. Yeah. I don't know whether that was a thing that you guys could hear before. I have tried it. I don't know 100% whether it was a thing that you could hear before, but hopefully you can hear it more clearly now. So I'm going to be using a lot of sound effects and random, you know. That's quite a strange sound. Dang, Blurry just whipped a dude. Yeah, wait, can I turn that louder? Okay, I can't change the volume, but yeah. On my mixer it says slapping. That's what the audio file is called. So, you know, I get to play around with more stuff like that. I have been playing around with a bunch of other stuff on my mixer and just figuring out how everything works, because I got the mixer a while back. I've been using it this whole time, but I've never really, like, just, like, fucked around with it and seen like what it can do, how to actually work with it and that kind of stuff. Because I've never really needed to per se. Because I'm like, okay, well if it works, I don't want to touch something and then break it. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. But now that I kind of know what I'm doing with audio, I say kind of because my audio mixing's still absolute garbage. As you can probably tell by the fact that my streams are always, you know, sometimes it's really loud, sometimes it's not loud. But yeah, I know what I'm doing a little more than I did 2 years ago when I first started. Well, a year and a half. Oh, actually, it's almost 2 years, isn't it? Oh my god, it's almost been 2 years since I've been streaming. Oh, I don't like that. I feel weird. It's been 2 bloody whole years nearly. I think I started in, was it May? I think I started in, I know I posted my first video in April, but I don't remember when I first started streaming. Time flies, Blurry. Yeah, it really does. It doesn't feel like I've been doing this for 2 years. Honestly, okay, I don't know about you guys, but I have a tough time keeping up with, actually, let me, wait. How do I, okay, wait, I'm trying to make myself sound, there we go, okay, I think that sounds a little better. I have a lot of trouble with keeping up with a hobby. Like, most of my hobbies that I do, I'll do for like 6 months or so at most, and then I kind of like slowly dilute out of it. But streaming has always been that one thing which I've done like consistently for a decent amount of time. I guess this and ice skating, those are the 2 things that I like have stuck around for longer than my normal just like obsession and then dying down kind of like weird, I wouldn't call it ADHD, but it's kind of like short attention span phase kind of thing. Wow, time sure passed. I remember when I was your 70th sub for your karaoke. Man, good old days, good old days. See, I can see, this is one thing about this. I can see physical like growth in numbers. I can see physical growth in numbers in my channel. Only thing is, I do sometimes, okay, well actually it's gone better now. I'll talk about it more in a shorts. Okay, I've got so much stuff to talk about. I say that and then I'll probably forget all about it and have nothing to talk about in like a good 5 minutes. But you know, that's just short attention span. Isn't that what ADHD is though? Short attention span, ha ha ha. Well, yes, it is. And a lot of people have told me that I should probably get checked if I do have ADHD, but I haven't got checked. I haven't got, what's the word? Blah, 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 no, not conscripted, that's for the army. Assessed. I haven't got tested. You know, what's the word? Diagnosed! Yes, diagnosed! That's the word. I haven't got diagnosed for ADHD, so I won't say anything right now. I'm not gonna have you say like I have ADHD, because, you know, I haven't got it tested. I don't really want to say that. For now, I'll just say I have a short attention span and stuff that's very similar to ADHD, but not exactly ADHD. For now, I should probably get it checked out, actually. It might be beneficial to me, but yeah, I've got stuff to do, okay? Look, every fucking second with a psychologist is important, and I need to talk about my current fucking issues, okay? I've got, look, my therapist charges by the hour, as most therapists do, and every single minute, I need to help my brain unfuck itself. So, instead of diagnosing and getting more problems, I'm gonna focus on my current ones for now. Hello Molazao, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's, welcome. Hopefully you're having a lovely day, and if you're not, hopefully I can make it a little better or take your mind off things for a little bit. I'm gonna diagnose you with ADHD as an ADHD haver. I don't think that's how it works, but yes, a lot of people have told me that I might have it and should get it checked out. So, you know, there's a lot of evidence to back it up even without psychological diagnosis, but you know, it's not set in stone. You know, there's always that 0.01% chance that I might not actually have it and I just have some weird ass condition that makes me super stupid. Maybe like stupidity. Is that a psychological condition? See, is stupidity a psychological condition? what actually like is stupidity? Because from what I know, stupid was actually a word to describe like people with actual mental like issues when they didn't know that psychology was a thing. I could be wrong about that, don't take my word for it. Again, citation required, but I think that's what that was. So, it's a bit of a weird word to use. Well, to be fair, all words are weird to use if you think about it. Language is really bloody dynamic, so, you know, one word can mean one thing to one person and then a different thing to another, so it's always... I think that's the bad thing about communication. Sometimes you read too much into it, or you read not enough into it. It's, oh god, why can't we just straight out be just like, this is what I want, this is what I need? Well, I know why, because we're shy and we're all introverts and idiots, but, you get the point. Diagnosed with head empty. Yeah, that sounds about right. Head empty, that is exactly what I'm talking about. It's not that my brain, see, when I'm talking right now, half of the time, I'm not actually thinking about the fact that I'm talking. I'm thinking, oh look, my mouth is running really quickly, but I'm not actually thinking about what topic I'm talking about, which is really fucking weird. Truth be told, if it didn't hinder your ability to get work done, I think you're fine even if you do have ADHD. Yeah, see, that's the thing, because ADHD is a neurodivergent condition. It's not an illness per se. So, as long as you're doing things that suit like short attention spans, like fast projects, like music covers and stuff like that, which coincidentally I am doing, it could actually honestly not be a problem. It's just, if it is a problem, I might want to get it checked out. I'll see. For now, I think I'm fine with my 3 other fuck me's my brain's giving me. But maybe in the future I definitely should just check it out, or just have something like a diagnosis just in case to like know what the fuck is going on with my brain. I mean, that's why I study psychology to begin with, just to realize how the fuck my brain is like, how it's well, I was about to say how it's working, but more like how it's not working, but you get me. Isn't it more of an intellectual issue, like slow learning sort of thing? ADHD, I don't think so. I may be wrong, again, citation needed. I'm not a professional. But from what I understand, it's a neurodivergent condition, which means that it's just like your brain is wired differently compared to other people. It's not that it's hindered or anything, or it's just like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just wired differently. It's like how you can walk forwards and get to one location, or you can do a zigzag and get to the same location. It's different, but the result is the same. That's what I know about it, and that's what I think it is. Again, citation needed. Everything I say is citation needed. I'm a fucking anime boy on the internet, so, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Stuff like autism, I think, is like that as well. It's neurodivergency, not like a illness. Stuff like intellectual issues. So here's the thing about autism, because it does present issues as like in society, but it only presents issues because of how society is structured. If society wasn't structured like the way it is and catered more towards an autism or like an autism spectrum like kind of behavior, then there would be no issue. That's the thing. So like the way that everything works is just built around neurotypicality. So that's why it's like being different. It's like being a minority, even like, for example, being like Asian in, I don't know, America, or Asian in Australia, like an English-speaking country. It's really like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that because everything is built for the majority, sometimes being a minority can be an inconvenience. It's not like, it's nothing bad, it's just because it's like being left-handed in a right-handed world. It's just not convenient sometimes. I will proceed to edit whatever Blurry says into Wikipedia articles now. Please don't, because I can be saying something incredibly rude, mean, or like discriminatory, and I would not know. And if that's marked on forever in a Wikipedia page with me like fucking et al, fucking MrBlurry 2024, then I'm gonna get sued, I'm gonna get fucking cancelled. Well, about cancelling. Well, anyways, yeah, a lot of things are gonna happen. I don't write down what I say for a reason, and it's because everything I write is likely dog shit. Yeah. Oh god, I've realized I'm doing the same thing I'm doing again, where I'm talking incredibly fast and my brain can't catch up with what I'm saying sometimes. So you'll see me like mess up a word very fucking often. I need to calm myself down, but I can't do that because I've got so many things in my brain that I want to think about and talk about. And also, I need to hydrate. Hydrate's another thing, because when I hydrate, I can't talk. I wish I could talk while I'm drinking. That would be really useful. I think if that's a superpower, like, I don't want like to teleport or anything. I just want to be able to talk while drinking water. Is that so much to ask? I just want to be able to keep a conversation while also doing just basic human necessities. Because, God, human forms are such a pain in the butt. I'm not... Look, I've lived more as a shadow than I have a human, so I'm not used to it, even though I've had this body for around like 20 years or so. It's weird, it's weird. Let me get a drink, speaking of, actually. Did that catch on camera? Wait. Okay, you guys can hear me when I put down my bottle. I need to do something about that. See, I need to actually put on a noise gate. That's what I need to do. But I don't know how to do that. And I don't know how to do it properly, per se. So I'll need to figure that out and all that kind of random stuff. Okay. On to the first topic that I actually wanted to talk about. Because I know I said random things in the title, but there are actually like few points that I want to talk about. And I do want to get you guys' opinion on some of this as well. And it's that first thing is, what content do you leave for what medium? And when I say that, I mean stuff like, oh, I've got a really interesting story to tell. Do I tell it on stream and then clip it? Or do I tell it as a shorts in it by itself? Because you can do stuff like this. For example, you can release a cover. Or you could just do like an unmixed cover on Twitter and then just like have fun with it. It's like, where do you post what? That's one thing I've been thinking about recently, because I've got a lot of interesting things and they're all listed under clip ideas, but I'm beginning to realize that I've got a lot of them and half of them would work pretty well just as things I can talk about on stream. So it's a bit confusing for me, and I'm trying to figure out where and like what I should categorize as like stream material, or like what is like clip material, or what is just like random shitpost stuff I should just post on Twitter. That's like where I'm trying to get at right now. It's a bit confusing. Reject the meaty form of humanity, embrace mushroom physicality. You know, honestly, being a mushroom is probably more convenient than being a human. I won't lie. Yes, you're less intelligent, but you've got less things to think about. So, you know, maybe it's better. Maybe being a mushroom is better than being a human being. I'm just saying that there are benefits to being a mushroom. Including being including being eaten, if you're into that kind of stuff. I feel like telling it on stream then clipping it would be better. See, that's the thing. That's what I thought as well, but then I realized that YouTube Shorts sometimes really like push out stuff that's YouTube or like that's originally on Shorts as well. So like content exclusively in the form of Shorts do really well if they're not clips, sometimes more than actual stream clips, which is really kind of weird because it means that I've got to pick and choose where I post my stuff. And it's the same thing with Twitter. Do I say like, oh, I went to a really fancy dinner and we had like a nice New Year's feast on stream and talk about it, or do I just type it on Twitter and post a picture of the food? Like, because YouTube Shorts and streams, at least they're on the same platform. But stuff like Twitter and like YouTube, even Instagram sometimes, although I don't really use it that much, is like, where the fuck, where do you post what? I think food stuff you generally post on Twitter, right? That's what I see most commonly. But then again, people do talk about what they've eaten or like just food in general on stream. So should I dedicate, is this something I should dedicate something to? Or is it just like either or works kind of thing? See, that's the thing I'm not 100% sure about. Clips from streams would be good. That is true. Okay, I've actually got something to say about that. So, I haven't posted clips in a long time on my channel, and that's because I've been saving them up. Because YouTube fucking loves, what's the word? Consistency. YouTube loves consistency. So I've got a bunch of clips saved up. I've got around like 50 clips saved up and more being made in the process of just like stream clips, just shorts, exclusive stuff in general. And they're all gonna come out like one at a time. Well, sorry, they're gonna come out like, if I don't have a stream that day, it's likely that I will have a clip come out that day. That's gonna be what I'm gonna start to do. Probably either at the end of this month or before, depending on whenever I get around to actually like uploading that kind of stuff. But sorry, give me a second. You heard nothing. Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying to work the algorithm a bit, because there's a few things that I've realized for content creating. You know, like those go-to games that like most streamers will play, like Content Warning, Lethal Company, like those, like, right now this is a stream game, you should play this game. That kind of stuff, I don't get into that fast enough, because sometimes I just don't enjoy them. But, oh, to be fair, Content Warning is actually a pretty interesting one that I will be trying next week with, guess who? STYGIAN. Those kind of games, I don't tend to enjoy them, and I don't do them, even though they probably would... Okay, wait, hold on a minute. Let me turn the music down a bit. I don't know whether I was too loud or too quiet there. Please tell me if audio fucks up again. Again, 2 years of streaming experience, basically, and still don't know how to do audio. You know, it's par for the course. But... what was I talking about? Yes, that's right. I don't do those kinds of, like, stream games that often, or I do it a bit too late. So I've realized that sometimes as a content creator, you do sometimes compromise what you particularly want to do with what is interesting. Sometimes you may enjoy what is like trendy or what is that kind of stuff, but sometimes you do have to do it just for the, you know, I don't like doing that. I really don't like doing that. And I guess it's a bit like hypocritical to talk about like growth if I'm not physically doing the things that I know will help me grow. But I feel like I haven't completely found the distinction between doing content creation for fun and doing content creation in hopes of like growing. There is a line, but I kind of want to blur them together, as my name suggests, because I'm fucking MrBlurry. Get that pun? I'm sorry. But yeah, that's just me. It's easy to say to stream what you enjoy, but understanding that growth is also a good thing, it's fine to dip into some popular things. But it never has to be right away, right? Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. For those who want to do content creating like that kind of thing, it's a very weird balance. It is a very weird balance, and it's completely up to you how you balance it, depending on what you want to do and where you want to take your stuff in the future anyways. On the topic of that, I think there are times, I will admit, where you can do what you do, like do what you want to do and what you like to do, and completely, like, that works absolutely fine. But it's just less of a possibility, I think. Like, it's less, it's possible, it's not as plausible, I guess that's the word. It's not as likely. Because whether you like it or not, it's still to do with luck, more or less. See, okay, I've realized this fucking thing, okay? I've realized this fucking thing. Whenever I do a Zatsu, I always end up talking about content creation. Because that... oh, whoops, sorry, my mic. Because that's where my brain defaults to. My brain defaults to, okay, I'm talking about stuff. What am I doing right now? I'm streaming. Let's talk about streaming. Because that's... I'm afraid... I don't want any dead air to be able to give myself the time to think about any other topic. I had a bunch of topics, as I said before, and now I think quite a few of them have flew out the fucking window. You know what? Let me just calm down. I need to fucking calm down. Calm down, mate. I need to calm down. I need to calm down and accept that I need some time to think, to breathe. That's not gonna happen, is it? I think you need note cards to hold on to. I do actually have note cards. Funnily enough, I have a Google Docs I use for note cards, and funnily enough again, it's called Clip Ideas, because I don't know whether to use them for streams or clips. But, oh, actually, another thing I have difficulty doing is segueing into other stuff. Because even if I do have note cards, I feel like it's really unnatural just to stop talking about one topic and talk about another one. And I need to get better at segueing into other stuff. And I probably... See, that's what games help me with. That's why games are very, like, a fun thing to do, because if you run out of things to say, you can just focus on the game, and you can, like, take your time and play the game and just think about other topics to talk about. But with Zatsudans, you don't really have that leeway. And one thing about Zatsudans as well is they're much harder, in my opinion, to do as a small creator than as a big creator. Purely just because the amount of chat interaction and just stuff that comes in and out. As a small creator, you just naturally have less back and forth with your chat, whether you like it or not. I bet you, with a big streamer, you couldn't even talk about everything chat wanted to talk about, even if you wanted to, because there's just so many people. But with a small streamer, you can talk about everything that chat is talking about. But sometimes there will be times, unfortunately, where it's just not a thing that will happen, and there's just nothing you can, like, bounce back off of, and you just have to continuously think of things, which sometimes is very difficult. I know it's difficult for me, and I probably think it's difficult for a lot of other people too. Public speaking was never my thing. I talk a lot, as you could probably tell, but I never really did public speaking per se. I talked about things with specific people who I was close with, but I never talked to an audience, per se, before I started streaming, which is, it's different. I will say it's definitely 100% different. I started streaming because I'm like, okay, well, I love talking, so I'll give this a go. It has helped, I will not lie. Being able to talk a lot has helped, but I do think having public speaking experience also helps a butt fucking ton in terms of stuff like streaming, because it's basically the same thing, you're just doing it through a medium. Sure, I feel like I'd be doing so many more chill chatting streams if I had a larger audience. See, I want to do this kind of stuff more. I definitely want to do, like, just chatting more. I want to be able to just talk with my chat and chill and just ramble about things on and on and on and on and on. Like, just, like, not even playing games, just, like, doing this and just saying hi and just talking to viewers and stuff like that. But sometimes it's just not viable. I can't... It's really hard to base yourself as a person who would do that kind of stuff, especially when you're starting out. I will admit, that is one thing that is good for people who want to do that kind of stuff, to join an agency. I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying that that is something that you will get, because you will basically get an audience. So you can do stuff like just chatting straight off the bat if you wanted to. But obviously there are downsides, and I suggest you all look at the companies and all that kind of stuff with a grain of salt. Check everything about them. Don't hastily make your decision, because again, most agencies do have contract-based kind of like management, so you're tying yourself down onto something, you're committing to it, so best know what you're dealing with. On that topic, actually, I don't know if I told you guys, so I won't go too in-depth into it, because I don't actually know whether I want to link it to what I'm doing here as just like a content creator in general. But I do have a project in the background related to how a organization would work. I'll just say that much for now, because again, I'm not 100% sure whether I want to link it to what I'm doing right now. Maybe I just want to do it as a separate thing, but for now, I'll say that much. So I do have a bit of experience in understanding what goes where and how everything is like working within stuff like this. Oh my gosh, STYGIAN idol group. Sheesh. Viyo, you know about it, and I know you know about it, and I know you're just saying that because you don't, like, others don't know about it, but still. STYGIAN, man. STYGIAN, okay, I'll say this right now, it's nothing to do with STYGIAN, because STYGIAN is always going to be a group. It's not going to be and agency, there's never going to be contracts or anything like that, because we don't want to. We don't want to. It's just not something we want to do. And it wouldn't be... I don't think it would be nice to anyways, because it's not... That's not how it's structured. It's structured to be just a fun group of friends. It's not structured to be like a dedication or like something that... An obligation, sorry, that's a better word. So... Yeah, I guess... So this is something completely different. So that's why it's not yet linked to me as MrBlurry or the branding at all yet. But we'll see. We'll see in the future. Maybe that will change. I'm not 100% on that, but we'll see. We'll see. Wow. Oh man, wouldn't it be funny to see you in matching idol outfits with the rest? Haha, that would be so silly to see. You know, as a joke, right? You know, kind of. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, one of my friends on Steam just opened a game that I gifted him, and he's been addicted, and I should not have given him that game. Because apparently he already finished it twice. Fuck me. Anyways, I won't... For those of you who know, it's Apex Damon, but, you know. I'm gonna call him out like that. You would be sick, actually. That would be sick, actually. See, that is, honestly, having just, like, art outfits, like, not, like, model outfits, would actually be pretty interesting. It is pretty like nice. We've done it before for like covers and stuff. So technically Riri and I have an idol outfit because we did a cover of Let's Get It Started, and we commissioned a new outfit for that, and artwork for that cover. So we do technically have one, but it would be really interesting to end Into the Abyss. Yes, I think we just got art of our plain forms without any outfits for that one. I may be wrong, again, my memory's hazy. But yeah, we have done that kind of stuff. But it would be nice to do it as a whole group. That would be interesting. Just, you know, I kind of do want to see Exlted in an idol outfit because I feel like it's completely different to his vibe. And I just want to see how it looks on him. That would be very interesting. Yeah, what was I gonna say? See, this is the thing. I have so many things to talk about, but I think about all of them at the start, and then as soon as I go on one tangent, I just have to discard the rest. It's like you have to pick. I have to pick and choose what topics I go with, because they don't stick around forever. So if I go with one topic, I'm sticking with it, and the others are like thrown in the rubbish can for some reason, because my brain's like, okay, well you've already got something to talk about. Fuck you, you're not getting the other stuff. Also, I realized I say fuck a lot. I don't know. I just do. I just say that a lot, don't I? I say twat. Actually, I haven't said twat in a while. Well, not as often. I think I've still said twat, but not as often. Can't believe you took Apex away from his Tekken grind Sag. Oh, hey, you know, Apex, that was the topic that I was fucking gonna talk about. Thank you. Yes, I do know Apex. Apex was in the same collab with me when we did Square's Circle Made Simple. I think that's the full title. It's the game show that Cornelius Lowe does. If you know Cornelius, he is a wrestling VTuber who is a wrestling VTuber and an IRL wrestler. But yeah. I was in a game show with Apex, Reed, and another person I forgot. I'm really sorry to the last person. But yeah, we were in the same game show, so we met through the game show. And then we started talking, and he was at... Oh, I don't know if he was... Actually, I think he was. He was at Animangaki, I think. I didn't meet him, but we did, like... take pictures with his standee and like do stuff, and he actually did his outfit reveal in Animangaki. So the stand was covered up, and slowly throughout the day the cover would like slowly rise up. So people who went to Animangaki actually got the outfit reveal there, which was kind of cool actually. If I ever do that, like an outfit reveal, or well, look, if I ever go to a convention and like be a panel there, that would be an amazing thing to do. I didn't know he had a game show. Yes, he did. He does. I know Cornelius was at Animangaki, but I don't know about Apex. I feel like he was because he did that outfit reveal thing, and I feel like he did a bit of the management of the VTuber section in Animangaki, actually. So I think he was probably there. We just didn't meet up with him when I was there. I could be wrong. I might ask him later, actually. I know fucking Reese was there. And he didn't tell me it was him. He just fucking looked at me and then later said, "Oh, hi, the dude standing at the door, by the way, was me." And I'm like, what the fuck? Reese, I'm still salty about that. I'm not gonna ever let it go. But yeah. Animangaki was fun. Speaking on the topic of conventions, freaking one day. See, that's the dream, I guess, isn't it? One day to be featured at a convention. Well, I don't know, because stuff like TwitchCon, even TwitchCon is kind of like a fun thing, but TwitchCon isn't too much of a thing in Australia, and I don't think it would be a smart idea to travel all the way across the world just to, you know, go to TwitchCon. I might, maybe in the future, but right now it's just not something that's going to happen. So, I don't know, maybe in the future, we might go into a small convention and getting noticed would be nice too. That is true. We've got a few conventions here in Australia. Although I just don't think I'm big enough. I'll straight out say it. I don't think I'm big enough for that kind of thing yet. Although I probably know quite a few people, friends of mine, who are big enough, and if they go to a convention and they're featured there, I'll go with them just to like say like, hey, if you're going, I might as well go too, because I want to go to conventions. I just don't want to do it alone. And generally there's not a lot of conventions in the city I'm in, actually, so I'll have to go to another city, which is a bit of an inconvenience, but I would either way, if it was something my friends were doing, for example, Animangaki. But yeah, conventions, I've only ever been to one convention, and that was Animangaki. So I haven't had any experience of any other conventions yet. So that includes English conventions. I've technically never been to a full English convention, or like a JP convention either, because Animangaki's Malaysian, you know. Maybe one day you'll get to have a STYGIAN booth at least. That would be really cool. That would be really fucking cool. And honestly, stuff like that, these like really abstract goals, like not like, oh yeah, 100,000 followers on YouTube, that kind of goal, but like these abstract goals, like someone does a cover of my original song, or like these kind of goals are really the things that push me to like continue doing this kind of stuff. Because I'm like, whenever I'm feeling down, I'm just like, I could quit, I could graduate, I won't, don't worry. I could graduate, but then I wouldn't be able to experience this. I wouldn't be able to experience being at a convention as a panelist. I wouldn't be able to have people cover a song that I make. I wouldn't be able to, like, you know, have people actually draw fan art of me without commissioning, that kind of stuff. And, you know, I do want to experience these kinds of things. And a few, I won't lie, some of them, actually, I've ticked off my bucket list, which is really, I'm really glad about that, and thankful for everyone who's helped me do that. But it's just those little things that keep you pushing to continue doing this kind of stuff. I would love to be able to feature at a convention. That would be a dream come true, just for the sake of achievement. Honestly, yeah. And how do I say this? Being at a convention and having, okay, I know this sounds really, what's the word? Shitty? I know this might sound really shitty, but being at a convention and having the ability to go into certain areas or be able to do certain things people with normal passes can't, just makes me feel giddy. I'm just like, oh, I can do this. Because when I went, I think we talked about it on a Twitter space, but when I went to Animangaki, they wouldn't let me get my ticket. I forgot for what reason. So, Chibs, Tox, and the rest of the Prison Moon prisoners, they dragged me through where they were supposed to get the ticket checked, upstairs, and we got the ticket inside the convention. So I'm like, oh, I'm special, I can do this. look, I won't lie, okay? I won't lie. I do like being treated like a little princess. Or like, I'm special, okay? I won't lie. I think everyone secretly wants to be treated, you know, special. Especially if we're, like, you know... Because everyday stuff is boring, I will admit. I want to be special, okay? I want to do special things with my special brain. And when I say special brain, I mean that in a bad way, not a good way. But when I mean special things, I mean that in a good way. Just for clarification. But yeah, conventions are fun. Conventions are definitely fun. I think another thing that is very exciting for these kinds of things is that it's not particularly based on like time as well. So you can meet or like be friends with some amazing people, and you'll never be constrained by the fact that you're too old or you're too young. Well, you might be, but those people who do that aren't that great people in my opinion anyways. But just in general, the VTuber sphere is a very good place to be immortal in a way. You don't... nothing's based off age, so you can just be wherever you want, whenever you want. Even though a lot of VTubers do graduate after they've been streaming for a while, it's not something you necessarily need to do. Because it's not like, oh, okay, you've aged, you've grown older, this isn't suitable anymore. Because no one gives a fuck. It's you. Like, we don't care about, well, I at least don't care about the age, and I doubt a lot of people do, of whatever the VTuber is. So, you know, that is just one part of VTubing that just takes such a burden off, like, streaming. The fact that you eventually have to stop. Because you don't have to if you don't want to. If you're doing it as a job, that may be a bit different, but even then, you don't have to stop doing it. You might just not be able to do it as a job anymore. Even then, though, I think it's still not that big of a problem. I think you'll still be able to do it as a job, even if you, like, for a long time. I feel the opposite of that. Like, I want to treat someone special. That would make me feel nice inside, at least. That is true. That is true. That's the thing. Oh god, okay, well, on the subject of relationships, that's a whole, like, different rabbit hole that we can explore. We can explore in, either a later Zatsudan or just later in this Zatsudan. But, yeah, I do get that. Gotta lurk now. We stay alive if we wanna, yeah. Yes, have fun lurking, Viyo. Hopefully you enjoy your, whatever it is you're doing. There have been hundreds of videos by now. How long do crickets actually live? Because don't they live like 2 weeks? Or was it 2 months? It was 2 something from what I remember. If it's 2 months, about 2 weeks. Okay, let's do the maths. If it's 2 weeks and you've been streaming for around a year and a half, or like 2 years, or longer in a previous life, I'm not sure, but in this life, when I've known you, you've been streaming for around 2 years, more or less. So that's 104 weeks. Divide that by 2 is 52. So you've 1.5 years-ish. Okay, so that's 75 or so weeks. So 35 VOs? Yeah, there's been 35 VOs. There's been 35 VOs. That I have known about personally. So yeah, actually, Psychofiend, you're closer to the number than Viyo is. Although, to be fair, there could have been other iterations before what Viyo said. What do you mean that's what I said, hundreds? 30s is not hundreds. 35 is not 100. There is a 70 whole unit gap between those two numbers. And in this, like this unit counting system, I never learned to do math. Well, I never learned to do maths either. Somehow I'm just okay at it. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but so when I went to human school, I was in the one single grade that they changed the legislation of our education system so that we did not have to pick maths as a compulsory subject. We were the one single grade throughout almost the entirety of Australian history that was not required to do maths, and I am so fucking thankful for that. I am so glad maths was not compulsory for us, because I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh dang, I'm a secret hardcore fan of Viyo. Oh, I kind of just like dictated that from my own words, didn't I? Oh dang, I'm a secret hardcore Viyo fan, lol. Yeah, you guessed it. You got it right. Just add 5 to your number and you got the amount of Viyos there are. Okay, look, for now, okay, have fun lurking, Viyo. Thank you so much for coming and hope you enjoy your lurk. I'll be in the background, hopefully talking up a storm to keep you entertained while you do whatever the hell you want. Dang, that's pretty lucky. Yeah, I got super lucky in that sense. Not so lucky in other stuff. I think that's the one time in my life that I'm like, oh damn, I'm actually kind of lucky. Because I don't know about, if you guys know about this, but I have absolute garbage luck. I have what we call, what is called a Pauly effect. It's not an actual thing, just to let you guys know, but it's basically an effect, or like a theory, that things will break around certain people. And I kid you not, a lot of things break just from me touching them. For example, there was a computer lab that I used to go to for certain things. The first time I went in it, I opened a computer and the entire fucking mainframe broke. What is the fucking chances of that? I short-circuited the entire computer's lab worth of computers from opening a computer. What the fuck? It's probably the closest thing I have, that and being like an absolute psychoanalytic idiot. That's probably the closest thing I have to a superpower. The fact that I can just break things, even though I don't want to. Like, oh, I'm gonna get loads of fucking work done today. Oh, I'm sorry, my computer's crashed. Oh, you want to do some homework? Alright, you know what, I'll open docs. Oh, sorry, that's crashed too. Oh, you've got that fixed now? Okay, time to type. Let's let's write an essay. Oh, okay, it's time to save. Oh shit, it's crashed, so I can't save. All my work's like fucking gone down the drain. That's the kind of shit that happens every single fucking day. So at least on the bright side, I've learned how to back up and like save my files and stuff. So at least that's something. But on the bad side, I've had to learn how to do that, which is, you know, I know that there are some people who've lived their entire lives without having to do that, which I am personally amazed about. I am personally amazed that that's something that you can do. Ability unlocked misfortune. Yeah, that sounds about right. I need more like good abilities. I need less shit abilities. I need like someone call the X-Men. We got another member. I mean, to be fair, there was a mutant. There was a mutant, not in the X-Men, I don't think, that had that power, but the opposite. It was, what's her name? Domino from Deadpool? She had the power of luck, right? She's just, her power was that she's just really fucking lucky. And honestly, that's kind of, okay, I will admit, that is kind of a cool power. You know what? Now that I think about it, I should do like a stream where we like do a tier list of superpowers. Or we have like a bunch of like, oh, honestly, I think that would be pretty fun. I've got a stream ideas tab and then a clip ideas tab, but my stream ideas are all like stream ideas, like ideas for an entire stream, not like things to talk about on a stream. I should probably make one of those as well, though, now that I think about it. You know what else I've realized, actually? I've realized that my voice does actually hurt a bit after I talk on a Zatsu stream. This is why I can't do Zatsu stream for that long, which is really unfortunate. I don't know why it does that. I think it's because I talk too fast and I think too fast whenever I'm talking on stream, that I don't get the time to like properly safely like talk. I know it's really weird saying that, but I don't know. I need to get better at not overexerting myself whenever I'm talking. I found this mainly happens on talking streams. It sometimes happens in gaming streams, a lot less though. Especially in collabs where I'm not as involved. I don't have to like talk as much. I can like let other people do the talking and like entertainment for a little bit. But honestly, I think it's something that I'll have to deal with eventually anyways. It's something I'm getting better at, I will say. So I might do more Zatsudan streams just to practice. And eventually maybe we'll be able to do way longer Zatsudan streams in the future. That's what I'm hoping. That practice makes perfect, and hopefully it won't break my voice. I should probably actually also get into the habit of doing things that would be good for my voice. Like, I'm trying to think of something, like, I don't know, eating cough drops before streams or something like that. Because, you know, my voice is pretty much the main asset I use of mine when streaming or doing any content at all. So I should probably take good care of it. But I just drink water and sleep, and that's about all I do for it. So I should probably take more care about it. In the future though, well, obviously not in the past, because I can't really change the past. Speaking of past, that would be a cool ability too. That would be a pretty cool ability. But yeah, that's the thing. I think currently, with how my voice is going, I'll probably go on, and I know this is really unfortunate, and it's definitely shorter than my normal streams, but I will probably only go on for like 5 or so more minutes. Because look, I really wish I could talk for longer. I really wish I could talk for more. And I do actually have a few things I want to talk about. But it's just the fact that I don't want to push my voice to the point where I lose it. Because I remember, I've only ever lost my voice once, by the way. And guess when that one time was? It was my fucking debut. My first debut. My first debut, I lost my voice. What the fuck? Why did it have to be my first debut where I lost my voice? And I had a karaoke plan for that debut too. So after like the introductions and all that kind of stuff, I was trying to do karaoke with a lost voice. It was horrible. The VOD's still up if you do want to watch it. If you do want to watch the absolute shit show that it was. But, ever since then, I've, you know, begun to be a bit more wary. Not that I've done much about the wariness, but I've begun to be a bit more wary of how my voice is doing and that kind of stuff. You know, it's really weird because that's all it takes for you to be careful of something. One experience. Because before that, I've never lost my voice. I've had like teachers lose their voice when they were talking to like people and stuff. Like when they were talking to us and, you know, blah blah blah. But I've never physically lost my voice myself until that time I did my debut. Which is really weird because I didn't really know how to deal with it. So I just, like, I had like a mouth warmer. Well, I say mouth warmer. I just like had like some heat packs and put it on my mouth. I drank some eucalyptus. Oh, not eucalyptus. That's poisonous. Guys, don't drink okay, don't drink eucalyptus. That is poisonous. I just want to say that right now, okay? Don't drink eucalyptus leaves. Those are poisonous. Koalas eat them because they're the fucking devil. Anyways, yes, tea and honey. Sorry, I meant tea, not eucalyptus leaves. I was thinking tea leaves, and then I'm like, Australia, okay, eucalyptus. But no, don't do that. Tea and honey, yes. I was drinking that, and I was just trying everything I saw online. It did get better, but it didn't get better in time, and I was still pushing it because I didn't know that I lost my voice. I thought it was just like a temporary thing. So, yeah, you gotta take care of it. Eucalyptus tea, See, fucking koalas are fucking devils. They literally eat poison and do nothing else. Imagine a fucking animal in this world that eats poison, does nothing else, has big ass claws, and ditches its own child because it can't be bothered to get its ass off the tree to save it. Because that's a koala, guys. That is what a koala is. They're endangered, by the way. No shit, because they don't give a shit about their children if they fall down the tree. Most of the times, I will say. Sometimes they do. But, yeah. We've got some interesting specimens here in Australia. Honestly, that's a whole other topic as well. I could do an entire stream about just the weird shit that happens in Australia. I could just, like, get someone from, like, the UK, someone from America, and then we can do, like, a whole stream about the differences of, like, the grammar in our different countries and just, like, general, like, animal species or just like culture, that kind of stuff. That would be very fun, I think. But yeah. I'm really... See, now I've got all the bloody stream ideas. Now that, you know, I'm fucking jam-packed of stuff. So I don't know, well, you guys probably don't know this because I haven't said anything yet. But next week I have 3 whole collabs. I have, well, to be fair, that's not that abnormal. But I've got a lot of collabs next week. I've got a whole ton. As a matter of fact, I think most of them... I might try and squish in a solo stream. I'm not sure how well I'll be able to fit it in. Because I don't know whether I would want to break. But... I will be streaming quite a lot next week. If everything goes according to plan. So yeah, you know, keep that in mind. And yeah, I'll probably end it here. I'm thinking of ending it here. Oh, wait, give me a second real quick, sorry. So, wait, why is my... There we go. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it here because I said my voice isn't the best. Unfortunate as that may be. I might do more Zatsus in the future, even if they might not be like as long as my usual streams. Even for like, would you guys be down for that? Just for like half-an-hour streams, or just like a stream every now and then? Just it doesn't matter like how long it goes for. Just like a stream pop up if I feel like it, kind of thing. Because I think I might start doing that kind of stuff. I feel like whenever I stream, it needs to be at least over an hour. I feel that's the vibe I get. And it's also what is like most people do. But honestly, just for practice, I think it would be nice just to do like half-an-hour streams, just to like help my voice get used to talking a lot. Because I'm a fucking NEET, okay? I don't go outside and I don't talk to people. So this is the only like interaction I have with other like living people, apart from like people who live in my house. As you know, sad as that may sound. Yeah, half an hour is nice if you just feel like talking. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I might bring like a few people to talk every now and then. I have been thinking since, I don't know if everyone's seen this on Twitter, but there's one of my tweets about like talking to more people. For some reason, a lot of people found it, and so I've got a bunch of new people I want to talk to. So maybe either next week or the week after that, I might plan like a little call-in or like a Totsumachi kind of thing, where like people who've like just met me can just like hop in, say hi, we introduce each other, and then just like a 5-minute kind of like, hey, hi, how you doing? My name's this, I like this. Good to know you kind of thing. Because I would think that would be fun, and it'll make me like push myself to meet like new people as well. So I think that would be a good idea. Whenever I have time. I want to do it pretty soon because I don't want everything to forget about it, and I want it to be like close to the post because that's where like, you know, most people found me somehow. I don't know why, I don't know who, Gamora, but you know. NAR streams can be 30 minutes or so, probably more digestible for people who watch VODs too. That is true. Sometimes, although I do realize that I like to put on like a 6-hour stream just to have it in the background the whole bloody time I'm doing something else. Although to be fair, 30-minute streams are probably more digestible for most people. So I might honestly do that. It's also just a trial for a new, different type of like content create. Well, it's not really different, but just trial and error with a new like, just adjusting your content to see what works best kind of thing. But yeah, I said I would end like just 3 minutes ago, and then I didn't because I'd keep on talking and blabbering my mouth. But okay, I'm gonna fucking commit. I'm gonna end for now. Thank you guys all so much for coming. I'm actually really glad that you guys all came. I feel like, okay, no, I'm gonna stop talking because I know if I talk about that, I'm gonna go on to another tangent. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all will come to my next stream. Oh, by the way, I should say tomorrow's stream, on my schedule and on the waiting rooms, it's Infinitode, but we're going to be changing it to a collab, because we play in the collab. It's easy as that. So, thank you everyone so much for coming. Have a good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. have a good day, have a good week, have a good month, blah, 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 blah. Have a good month, have a good year, have a good life, and I'll see you all some other time. Bye bye.